you are doing everything right. You read the labels, you bought the right foods, you downloaded the apps, you followed the sleep schedules, you Googled every milestone and memorized every chart. You are, by any measure, a devoted parent. And yet, tucked inside the ordinary rhythm of a loving day, inside the routines that feel completely normal, even responsible, there are a handful of habits that researchers have quietly identified as some of the most significant obstacles to early brain development. Not neglect, not harm, habits. The kind that show up in nearly every household, in every income bracket, in every culture around the world. But here is the part that no one tells you at the pediatrician's office. These habits are not the ones on the warning labels. They are not screen time past 2 hours or skipping vegetables. They are the innocent ones, the ones you learned from your own parents, the ones that look on the surface like kindness. A growing body of research, including landmark work out of Harvard University's Center on the Developing Child, has identified a set of everyday parenting patterns that, when repeated consistently in the first 5 years of life, can quietly limit a child's language development, emotional regulation, cognitive flexibility, and even their long-term confidence. The good news? Every single one of these habits is reversible, and the fix, in most cases, takes less than 5 minutes, costs nothing, and begins the moment you finish watching this video. Researchers found that the single most important factor in healthy brain development during the first 3 years of life is not nutrition, not enrichment programs, and not early academics. It is the quality and consistency of back and forth interactions between a caregiver and a child. They called these interactions serve and return exchanges. The baby serves. A look, a sound, a gesture, a reach. The caregiver returns. A response, a word, a mirror of that expression. Every time this loop completes, a neural connection is formed. Every time it is broken, by distraction, by rushing, by one of the 7 habits we are about to name, that connection weakens. Dr. Shonkoff's team was unambiguous. This back and forth exchange is the foundation upon which all future learning, language, and emotional health is built. And it is available to every parent in every home starting today. Now, let's make that real with a story. In the early 1970s, developmental psychologist Dr. Edward Tronick at the University of Massachusetts designed one of the most emotionally striking experiments in the history of child psychology. He called it the still face experiment. Here is what happened. A mother sits across from her infant, bright-eyed, playful, fully engaged. She smiles. The baby smiles back. She raises her eyebrows. The baby laughs and waves her arms. The connection is electric. Then, on a signal, the mother goes still, completely neutral. No expression, no response. She is present, but unreachable. Within seconds, not minutes, seconds, the baby notices. She tries again. She points. She vocalizes. She reaches. Still nothing. The mother's face stays blank. And then something heartbreaking happens. The baby turns away. She slumps. Her shoulders drop. She begins to fuss, then cry. In under 2 minutes, a thriving, joyful baby has become distressed.
Here they are, 7 innocent habits that can quietly stunt your baby's development, and the simple shift that reverses each one. The first habit is answering for your baby before they can respond. It sounds like love. Your toddler reaches toward the shelf and you immediately say, "Oh, you want the red cup," and hand it to him. You saved him the struggle. But what you also did was close the loop before his brain had a chance to open it. Researchers call this verbal scaffolding collapse. You removed the very cognitive step his developing mind needed to practice. The fix is simple. Pause. When your child reaches, looks, or points, wait 3 full seconds before you respond. Let the silence sit. You will be amazed at what comes out of that pause. A sound, a word, a gesture, and every one of those is a neural pathway being built in real time.
The second habit is background television. Not TV your baby is watching, TV that is simply on in the room. A 2009 study by Dr. Dimitri Et found that for every hour of background television, babies received significantly fewer verbal interactions from their caregivers. The TV does not harm the baby directly, it fragments your attention, and that fragmentation is what breaks the serve and return cycle. The shift is not perfection, it is awareness. When you sit down to play or feed or talk with your baby, even for 10 minutes, try turning the sound off. You will naturally talk more, your baby will naturally respond more. The third habit is over-soothing before the feeling lands. When your baby cries, every instinct you have says stop it immediately, and comfort matters deeply. But research from Dr. Alan Shore at UCLA suggests that when caregivers rush to eliminate distress before an infant has even registered it, they inadvertently prevent the baby from developing the earliest form of emotional regulation. The goal is not to let your baby suffer. The goal is to be present with the feeling for one breath before you fix it. Kneel down, make eye contact, say, "I see you, you're upset." Then comfort. That one breath pause teaches your child that feelings are survivable and that you are a safe place to feel them. The fourth habit is using your phone during floor time. This one is not about screen time limits, it is about eye contact. When you are physically present but your gaze is elsewhere, your baby still sends out serves, looks, sounds, gestures, and receives no return. Even brief, repeated breaks in eye contact during one-on-one play have been linked to reduced language development and attachment security. You do not need to be a perfect phone-free parent every hour of the day. The fifth habit is praising the result instead of the effort. "You're so smart" feels like a gift, but research by Dr. Carol Dweck at Stanford University found that children who are regularly praised for their intelligence rather than their effort become more risk-averse, less persistent, and more afraid of failure over time. They stop trying hard things because they are protecting the label. The fix is a simple language shift. Instead of "you're so clever," try "you worked really hard on that." Instead of "that's perfect," try "I love how you kept trying." 3 words in a different order, a completely different message to a developing brain. The habits in this video are not failures. They are simply patterns that most of us inherited without ever being told what was happening underneath them. Now you know, and knowing is the beginning of everything. The fact that you watched this video, that you gave up 10 minutes of your day to understand your child's brain more deeply, that is not a sign that you are lacking. That is the sign of exactly the kind of parent your child needs. If you want more science-backed guidance about your child's developing mind delivered every single week, please subscribe to this channel. Every video we make is built on real research, translated into real steps for parents doing their best.